Hello everyone, and welcome back to the adventures of Chance Rando. Where last time we finally avenged our wife. We did it, Kellogg is dead, and we saw the Brotherhood flying. In fact, you can still see them flying away right here. But in other news, a few things in news first. I just got back from Best Buy. I bought a new microphone, and I bought an audio mixer. Haven't set them up yet. But hopefully in the next few videos or so, I can get that set up. I'm a little behind on my recording, so I want to catch up on that first before I go setting up all new stuff. But yeah, hopefully I can do it to where the sound of my voice is not this annoying booming sound, and I also don't have to shout over the game. And hopefully the sound quality will just overall be better. You'll probably hear me clicking my keys and my mouse a little bit less. But yeah, I'm slowly making improvements. I almost sprang for the new tower computer because I really wanted it because, I would love to stream at some point. I would love to have better video quality. I would like to do all these things. But the fact of it is I am just, and I am addicted to so many things right now. But yeah, so just all things considered, like there's so many things I want to do with this channel, but the money is just not right now, and with the economy being what it is, I don't want to get a gaming computer, a gaming tower, and then have to, struggle for groceries and stuff. But I appreciate you all, and I appreciate all of you guys sticking with me, despite the fact that this is basically a polished turd of a channel. But let's move on. We're going to go ahead and just loot this building here. And the buff out has worn out. Okay. So hopefully we can fast travel now. Can we fast travel? Okay, good. We can fast travel now. So we're going to fast travel away from here. We're going to go to Diamond City. Hopefully upgrade some of our weapons. If not, I can just dump all the junk into the workshop. But yeah, so I'm really happy. I'm really excited to have a new mic and a sound mixer, and yeah, no, it's gonna be cool. It's a Steam Stream Deck. So hopefully, once I get a new computer, I can also be streaming too. Because I would love to do Baldur's Gate 3. Like Baldur's Gate is the perfect intersection of everything I do, and I would love to be able to.
Point out what you need. And I'll get right on it.
Hey.
Got something on my mind.
Oh, hello. Something wrong?
Something wrong?
I dunno. You tell me. After Tommy stuck me with you, I was expecting to hate your guts. Not only because you agreed to pick up me contract, but because I was waiting for you to order me around like hired help. Now, so far, you've been treating me like a friend. Hell, you've been damn near nice to me. Now, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but your kindness is starting to make me wonder. If there's anything I learned in the combat zone, it was that nobody does things for other people without expecting something in return.
Surviving the combat zone must have been rough.
That's putting it nicely. I spent 3 years living at the combat zone. Smelled like puke and piss, but I called it home. I was making a few caps, had me own bed to sleep in, and 3 hot meals a day. Then the raiders took over the place. You know that lot. You aren't exactly what you'd call the gentle type. After they moved in, if you didn't keep looking over your shoulder, you were liable to get sucker punched or robbed. Or worse. Didn't take me long to learn that I had to put my hard-earned caps to good use. Buying friends was essential to making life easy. So, I guess I'm waiting for you to hand me a bill. You know what I mean?
I mean, as long as you keep picking locks, I have no problem. Yeah, don't be ridiculous.
I already got what I was expecting from Tommy.
Yeah, sure. But how long until you decide that he didn't give you enough? That's what I'm wondering. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll think of something I can do to repay you. I'm not a rich girl, but I'm sure we can agree on something. After all, what are friends for?
Like I said, keep picking locks and we will be fine. Alright, and we're going to retire that Junkie's pipe revolver pistol just because of the fact that we have Kellogg's pistol now. And we went ahead, we got Kate
This better be worth.
a metal chest piece. And we gave her a... Oh, we don't... She can have the automatic laser pistol better. But yeah, we also upgraded her baseball bat. We couldn't do much to upgrade the laser pistol, so we're just going to go ahead and give her that for now. And of course, now that we don't have the Junkie's pistol, we really need to get rid of these addictions. Thankfully for us, we've picked up 3 addicta.
Nikki, I'm just asking for your opinion. Be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
You're back. And not with your son. What happened?
I didn't make it in time. Kellogg was working with the Institute, and he gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth.
Nick's a synth?
Security protocols strip those memories out.
No, Mr. Metal for Hands doesn't know how to get back to the factory.
No, I skipped that part of the orientation film while they were busy pulling me apart.
I feel that was less sarcastic and more outright rude.
The sad thing
Another
is,
failing of Fallout 4, to be honest.
No idea.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there. But to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Whatever you're thinking, it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah. Figures the Institute's only man on the outside wouldn't be the type to be taken alive.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains
Kate, you're
blown
kinda in the way of the
out
camera.
current.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know what?
Doesn't
I'd
matter
do it
what he
again.
knew. I'd kill him again in a heartbeat.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh.
Oh yeah, validated the Kate like that. Piper just like that.
We
Kate's on my
ain't the
wavelength.
man at all.
You're talking
Someone
crazy,
kidnaps your
Nick.
kid and you find them,
Fault in the old subroutines?
then
Look,
their
there's
life
a
is
place in
forfeit.
Goodneighbor
Just
called
saying.
The memory den. Relive the past moments in your
After
mind
watching so
instead
much
of the way
casual
they
criminalists,
happened.
if there's one thing I
If
just
anyone
can't
could
stand,
get a
it's
dead
just like
brain to sing,
it's violence and
Dr.
crime towards
Amari,
kids.
the
It's
mind
like
behind
they are
the
innocent.
memories.
There's no way that could ever work.
Stay with me on this. We get a piece of Kellogg's gray matter and take it to Amari. Then we see if she's got the goods to pull this off.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari.
No,
I
I'll
already
keep you,
have
Kate.
someone with me. I'll meet you there, Nick.
All
I
right.
can't
Take the
trust you
den.
soft. People's
Don't
like,
worry.
oh, you shouldn't have killed
We're gonna
Kellogg.
get you a boy back.
No, I was
Few
right
more
to kill
steps.
Kellogg.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be at the public if need.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, no. We're definitely keeping Kate around. She knows what's up. She's lived that hard life. She's tough as nails. She can lockpick what we can't. We're keeping her. Alright, so let's look at her quests. And our map. What's closest? You know what? I think we're up enough to where I'm going to start having all of these tracked, and I'm just going to track them as I go. Again, a lot of them are these. A lot of them are like the DLC ones or like the creator content ones. I'm not going to check the detective cases because I want to do those with Nick. Let's see here. And I'm not going to go back to Cambridge. I'm not joining them yet. Oh, you know, we do have to listen to the... I'm not going to listen to the distress signal that starts, or the caravan distress signal. I do not want to start the automatron just yet, because once those robot raiders and all those people come around, it becomes so much tougher. I mean, I'm doing okay right now, but every time I recall how much those things ambush you, and then next thing you know, you're starting back at like Diamond City or wherever you last had an autosave. Let's see here. I don't want to follow the Freedom Trail. What to do? I think... Yeah, you know, I think we're just going to go to Goodneighbor because there's a bunch of quests there. And a lot of them send you closer to Diamond City. So let's go ahead. We're going to fast travel to... no, not Wilson. We'll fast travel to Park Street Station. We'll head to Goodneighbor. Probably get rid of a few super mutants along the way. I'm going to stick with this guy for now because I need to be able to react pretty fast.
Chance walking through the common. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm not worried about 10mm bullets. I got plenty of them.
I saved this for you.
Here's where we gotta be careful, because there's some super mutants out and about. Oh, and I did give Kellogg's gun the Institute paint, it just felt right.
We're gonna be a good fight!
I can wait all day
Oh, I
for you to
did not
show
act
yourself.
fast enough to get that sneak attack off. Oh, but the damage on this is sweet. I just have to remember now that when I I just have to remember now that when I a bladed board, we're taking that. That's the ultimate upgrade for our oh dear. But yeah, I just gotta remember now that when I use my crit, it refills my action points.
Got it.
Oh yeah, bloody mess.
Someone.
Oh, legendary. Dang. Oh, dang. Dang. Ooh, nimble. Okay. I'll take a legendary version of one of my main weapons over a regular one. Oh, God, I'm low on ammo for that. Okay. I have to start using Kellogg's gun more strategically. Hopefully I can get some ammo for this thing in Goodneighbor. I could have sworn it used the same 45 ammo as the Junkie's revolver pistol, but I guess not.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Goodneighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Unless it's keep dumb assholes away from me insurance. I'm not interested.
Now don't be like that. I think you're gonna like what I have on offer. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Really hoping to get him in one shot.
Fortunately, you picked the right town.
Hey.
I like you already. Walk into a new place, make a show of dominance. Nice. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Daisy.
Don't be shy now. Chance,
I'm
Got
looking
any
for
work?
work.
I do actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I got a lot of fond memories of that place from when I was a girl and human. You get those lumbering brutes out of there, I'll pay you 200 caps.
I don't think that's enough money to cover clearing out a whole building.
Look, I've been shilling deals for 2 centuries, and you just overplayed your hand. The job's 200 caps.
You got a deal, Daisy.
Thanks. Hey, while you're there, could you return this book for me? It's from the library. Don't even ask how long it's been overdue.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein? Ego, fetch me the brain. No?
No, I will not. Now.
Oh, you're
you
no
have
fun,
it.
Dr. Amari.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Skip to the good part, Doc.
We plugged the brain implant into Mr. Valentine, assuming he's...
Hell, why not? Plenty of room in my head anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use 2? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Nick and I are gonna share a mind? Yeah, I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
Yeah, if a smart mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
You're not
No.
wrong, Nick. You're
You
not
won't have to
wrong.
worry about that.
Alright, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
I think it is kind of interesting to see Kellogg's past. I'll say more about it when we're out of the actual memory, but...
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me. Oh, we'll pay you.
And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Both computers are still working. That's good.
There I am.
Hopefully it's all...
Hold on a second.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to... I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Come here, baby. No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again.
You don't even know who I am,
found
Dr.
another
Amari.
intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
So once again, this is the thing that does not make sense to me. It's like, okay, so they came here for Sean because he has pre-war DNA, presumably good pre-war DNA, and they leave me alive as the backup, ostensibly as the backup, but they kill the mother, who could also be a genetically linked backup, and they leave all the other people with pre-war DNA. Like okay, maybe there was something about Sean's DNA
This
that
appears
was
to be
like
a very recent
special,
memory.
but it's like,
Good
if
news,
one
I
person
think.
can be, if one parent can be a backup for that child, in theory the other one can too. I just don't get it. This is why people subscribe to the theory that your character is a Sith. And I kind of agree too. I think the main character is a Sith.
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his
And now there's a song going on that I can't control. I'm going to get away from that radio. Probably talk a little bit so that, don't get copyright struck. Yep, no song, no radio. Oh, you know what? That's why I put the radio up when I was in my personal game that I'm playing.
Program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're... Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Yeah, so I actually find that one of the more interesting parts of Fallout 4, if only for the potential of it. Okay, because again, I've been watching a lot of true crime lately, and there's always like an interesting bit where it's like, some people are just kind of born with like a psychosis or some sort of mental thing where like they can't feel empathy, and like that obviously, leads them down like the path and they become like serial killers. But on the other hand, like there's a lot of instances where it's like, they're a normal person, but then like they get abused, they suffer, a lot of times at the hands of their parents, and it's just like it takes a normal person and makes them into a monster. And that's kind of interesting because like I feel like Kellogg's like that, like because like again, like even when I was talking to him in Fort Hagen, it's like, this is how a father should be. So he's like very cognizantly aware of that. But at the same time, here he is like kidnapping, killing, like he's admitted in that memory that he has killed children before. And so it's just like, it just strikes me as like really interesting. Like I would love to see some character development for Kellogg, but of course, like we don't get that. Here's the other missed opportunity here.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go!
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get... Or I could head back to Diamond's...
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like...
talk to us. We should head back to the office.
It's like, I think that would have been interesting to have Nick's storyline be about how, like, Kellogg is in his head and he becomes more and more, prevalent in Nick's mind. And then have a point where it's like, like you actually have to get to know Kellogg because you don't want to destroy Nick. And then, like, you get to the point where, like, you actually find out, like, what happened to Kellogg. And then, like, have something where you have to choose, like, do you keep Nick or do you keep Kellogg? That, like, maybe Nick was not as great as you might think.
Now, I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy, glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Borowski the other day?
He wishes.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right, what matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock!
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their sins.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later, you've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that hardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. The only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Goodneighbor!
And who's in charge of Goodneighbor?
Of the people, for the people!
In case you're wondering, the Diamond City radio signal comes in loud and clear here in Goodneighbor. In case you're wondering, that's right. The Diamond City radio signal comes in loud and clear.
But yeah, I think that would have been a really cool thing to have in the game if you had to, choose between Nick and Nick and Kellogg.
Sure.
Alright, and now that we can't come back to home base, we're going to retire the Scope 3 crank mustard. We haven't used it. We're running low on inventory space. God, even with that, we're running low on inventory space. I do have to get rid of the bladed board, though. I'm sure that's pretty heavy. Drinking from a water source is always a tactical choice. You will usually restore lost health, but raise your radiation level. Oh yeah, it's such a tactical choice, even on regular setting. I feel, again, this is why I actually really like survival mode. Because, it is tactical when you do survival mode, because, sure, you can use Radaway, but Radaway also destroys your immune system in survival mode, which means that you can get any number of debuffs from diseases when you sleep. So the result is that it is actually very tactical in survival mode to try only drinking pure water and to not really eat food that has rads, because you don't want to be popping Radaway
You come from across the
periodically.
Long hike.
Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and call it a part here. I was hoping that would have been enough just to put me into the next level, but obviously not. So next time we're going to go to the library and we're gonna read, because learning is power. Until then, and thank you for joining me once again. Do all the YouTube things like subscribe to the bell icon, and of course, don't forget to keep doing what makes you awesome. Thank you very much, and goodbye.